It's really strange that a week before spring break, I was sitting outside with my best friends eating pizza, and we were just talking about graduation. And a few weeks later, we realized we don't know when we're going to be able to see each other again. The changes are insane, but part of these changes gives me the opportunity to document the changes. Class format shifting has transformed into a project that documents what it's like to be alive right now. I've always been a very big fan of washing my hands. I have a combination of a million different health issues, but most specifically respiratory and an autoimmune disorder. So when I get sick, it feels like I am absolutely dying. So I wash my hands all the time.
So what are your thoughts on the coronavirus?
It's scary. It's scary because we just don't know anything about it, or not enough about it to know what to be afraid of. And what's really scary is we're becoming afraid of each other.
Went from, oh, it's just something over in China, it's not going to hit us, to, oh shoot, it did hit us, to, okay, we know what's going on, we'll do what we can, try to remain calm as much as possible, we'll get through this. That's basically how my emotions have been, and just try not to panic.
I went to Walmart on Morgantown Road. Down every single aisle that other people were walking back and forth on, there was almost a constant mention of coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. Every single aisle that I went down. Also, I pulled into the parking lot and there were so many people there. There were so many cars there. I would have assumed that they were having a Black Friday sale for all the people who were in Walmart's parking lot.
I think this is a collective grief, and just because people are dying, like 400,000 people are dying, it still doesn't mean we can't be sad about something this simple.
Yeah.
Because these are the things that you can acknowledge, that you can connect to, that make you sad, because the death of all of these people in this country, or even around the world, is too big to fathom. Like, you cannot fathom. That's like more people than who died in Vietnam. This is a massive amount of people, and you can't get your head around it. So what you can get your head around is something as small as not getting to see your son be hooded for his masters. And you funnel all of this bigger grief into this one small thing.
He had to stay there by himself in a room with no one around. He didn't get to see his wife. He didn't get to see any other family or friends or anything in his last days. It was him and the virus. That was his only companion. But it's a harsh reality that a lot of people, now that the quarantines are closing and businesses are opening back up, that they're not considering how hard this is for people that have lost their family and their friends. Like, it's just an inconvenience to them that, oh, I couldn't go to the nail salon or a hair salon, or I have to restrict myself to so many rules when I go to the grocery store that only one of us in my family can even go in, or I have to wear a mask everywhere I go. But it's like, there could be a lot more harsh restrictions if you think about it, and these are just to make sure that you and everyone else doesn't get sick.
It's definitely been getting harder and harder to maintain social distancing regulations as the weeks have gone by. Because at the beginning it was a lot easier to do a lot of the work just by myself and not really need anyone else there to do the stuff I was trying to do. But now it's like the work I'm doing is inherently a team. So I've been seeing people to just do work together, and then it's like, well, I've already been exposed to them and widened my circle of exposure. So then it seems like it's more okay to be together after that, and still haven't gotten together in big groups or anything, and when I do get together, it's always, less than 4 people, and we're standing, apart and trying to not breathe on each other and stuff, but I don't know, it just is, it's more unrealistic as the weeks go on to stay totally isolated, just because, there's things that I need to do with people, that just can't be done alone. So it does make me nervous. But I don't know. It's also hard to. It's very hard to maintain a level of like urgency or maintain a level of awareness, I guess, about an issue. Like you kind of become desensitized inherently as time goes on. So even if at the beginning you were really really scared about the virus and everything, which you should be, you should still be. It's hard to keep that fear and keep that urgency and sense of importance, you know, and direness alive as it persists for so long, because it's like, oh well, it's been going on for so long, like yeah, like surely it's okay now, but even if you know like it's still dangerous, like it's just hard. It's hard to rationalize yourself out of going to do something just because it's one person, you're being safe, it's something that you need to do, you know, and you're like, oh, probably like I don't have it or they don't have it, um, so you think that it's safer than it might be, but yeah, I've been hearing about a lot of people who I know personally saying their parents have tested positive and now they have to self quarantine, and it's scary. It seems like it's spreading, it's exacerbating definitely still.